back. Today's video is going to be on this really dramatic smoky eye tutorial. I know prom is around the corner, so at first I wanted to do something for prom, and I know this may be a little too intense for prom for some of you, although I know there's gotta be a lot of makeup lovers out there that would totally appreciate this. So if you think this is crazy and too much for prom, let me know in the comment section below and I'll totally film something a lot softer than this. But either way, let me know how you like the look in the comments below. So let's get started with this look. I hope you enjoy it. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There's a subscribe button right under this video. Click that, subscribe, join the family and fun, because I do upload 2 brand new videos every single week. All right, let's get started. It's probably gonna be a long video, I'm telling you guys. First things first, I'm gonna go in with my primer, and this is the Hangover Primer by Too Faced. And I do like to use this because I have really dry skin. It kind of helps hydrate my skin a little bit. And whenever you have a special occasion, it's really important to pack on the primer because it really does help the makeup last all day, and so you don't want to miss that. Next, I'm going to go in with my second primer, and this is the Pores No More by Dr. Brandt, and I love this stuff. If you have pores, you totally need to try this. Next, I'm going to go in with my skin. So foundation is really important. You want to make sure to use something that's going to last you all day, all night, and also look great in pictures. So I recommend stick foundations for that. These are by Lancome, and I'm just going to use 2 shades over here. So this one's 360, and this one's, I believe, this one's 320, and this one is 360. So one's just a little bit lighter than the other one. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the lighter one around here, and then kind of the center of my face. And then the darker one right around there. And I'm packing this on because I do want this to last me all day. I do want full coverage today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack this on. Normally I wouldn't wear this much makeup, but it's prom, y'all. So before I blend this in place, I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer as well. This is the Clé de Peau concealer. I did a review on this. If you guys missed it, check it out. The link will be down below. But this one is in Ivory. I know it's expensive, but if you want something a little bit more reasonable, I recommend the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer for special occasions. I also recommend the LA Girl concealers because they're really thick. So yeah, you don't have to spend $70 to achieve this look, but I just have it, so I wanted to use it because I do like it a lot. Directly, that was my Bluetooth. I'm applying this directly under my eyes, just a little bit on the center of my skin to give it that pretty highlight. And then now that I look like a clown, we're almost there, we're almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Pure Cosmetics stick, and it's a cream contour and highlight stick. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on the hollows of my cheeks. And honestly, I like doing this and then blending everything in place just because I feel like, although it looks really messy right now, it just works out better that way. It just blends more naturally together. So I'm using a beauty blender today to blend everything in place. Normally, you guys know I love a kabuki brush, but today, it's a special occasion, so we're gonna just spend a little extra time and blend everything in place. Next, I'm gonna use my translucent powder to set everything in place, and I'm just gonna use my beauty blender and really pack this under my eyes. I'm gonna let this sit here while I bronze my skin, and for that, I'm gonna be using this Lorac bronzing palette. It just came out actually, so it's brand new. It's my first time using it. My mom came and helped me clean all my brushes, and I'm so excited because now I have clean brushes. So I'm gonna just use this over here and mix a little bit of this and just go ahead and apply this on the hollows of my cheeks. I'm gonna also apply this on my jawline directly on the bone, because I want to just kind of slim this area down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use this blush by Benefit, and it is their new blush for spring. It's called Dandelion, and I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of my setting powder and go ahead and apply it right under the hollows of my cheeks and kind of blend everything together so that it's nice and soft. I'm going to get rid of this powder. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows first before we move on to the eyes, and for that I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil in taupe, and this is not the brow wiz, it's just the regular pencil. So first I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. This is the Urban Decay primer, and I like that this one has an applicator, so I'm just going to go ahead and directly apply this on my eyelids, and you don't want to neglect this step because it will help your eyeshadow stay on for a long time without creasing, and also the pigments will show a lot better. So you can use your fingers to really blend this in place, or you can use a brush, whatever you prefer. So for this look, I'll be using the Vice palette. This is the brand new, or the latest Vice palette. It is for their 20th anniversary, and from the palette, I'll probably be using mostly these shades over here because I want this to be a very pink and purpley kind of look. The first color that I'm going to start with is the pink one, which is right over here. And I'm going to apply that all over my eyelids. Next, I'm going to be using this light color over here and apply it on the inner corners of my eyes. Also the brow bone. For the brow bone, I'll be mixing a little bit of the matte ivory also, just because I don't want this to be too shimmery on the brow bone. Next, I'm going to use this purple color over here. Pack this onto a fluffy brush. This one is the Smith 230 brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on the outer corners first. And then once you apply it, you want to just start blending it. I'm going to apply the same purple on the inner corners. I always like to have a fluffy brush in hand, and I want to make sure it's nice and clean. And this is the Sigma E40 brush. To make sure that every time you apply a color, you want to go back and blend out the edges. I'm going to mix a little bit of black with that purple because I want more intensity. And you basically want to build this until you're happy with the smokiness and the intensity. You want to be careful not to get any color on the lid because this is going to have to be just really smoky on the outer corners and the inner corners, but the lid's going to be really nice and bright. Next, I'm picking up this Sigma E20 brush and basically making sure that the inner corners and the outer corners are nice and precise. So you can pick up a black or purple, depending on how intense you want this, like I said, and just kind of carve it out. So you want a very precise brush for that, and this is what the brush looks like. So next, I'm picking up a very clean brush right now, and again a fluffy one, and just cleaning out the kind of the outer corners and anywhere that it might have gotten too messy, just cleaning it out. I'm going to do the same thing I did to the top to the bottom lash line. So picking up that purple and the black, mixing it together, and then starting from the outer corners, I'm bringing this color to the center, and then I'm also going to do the same thing on the inner corners, bring the color to about the middle, and then leave the middle bare. Next, I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line a little bit more using a softer color, and for that I'll be using this lavender right over here. It just adds a really nice touch. Very subtle, but I think it makes a difference. So then picking up that pink and popping that right on the center. Any mascara will do because we're going to add some lashes, but this is the YSL mascara that I'm using, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply 1 or 2 coats. For my lashes, I'll be going in with these Velour Wispy Me Away lashes, and we're going to go ahead and pop this really close to the lash line. I'm going to use tweezers, just like that. And the easiest way to apply lashes is to tilt your head back and then pop the lashes really close to the lash line. Practice makes perfect, so keep doing it. So I decided to add just a little bit of glitter on the center of the eyes just because I want it to pop more, and for that I'll be using this paint pot by Tarte Cosmetics, and it is called Rose Gold, and it's a clay pot basically. And with a synthetic brush, I'm just gonna pop that on the center, and you see how much it just makes a huge difference. It just pops. So if you want even more sparkle, you can add just a hint of ivory glitter. I'm gonna use a Too Faced ivory glitter that I've had for ages, and apply that just on top. You can also apply this on the bottom lash line. Just remember to keep it on the center, and make sure it doesn't get everywhere else. So last step, if you have big eyes, you can get away with a little bit of eyeliner on the inner rim. If you have small eyes, apply an ivory eyeliner. I'm gonna go in with a gray liner because I don't want it to be too intense, so that's why I'm not using black. And I'm only gonna apply this liner on the inner and outer corners, again, leaving the center bare. By the way, this liner is by Makeup Forever and is number M14. Absolute last touch, I'm going to pick up a little bit of that white eyeshadow and apply that on the inner corners. Because I want this look to be smoky, but I also want some brightness. Just kind of makes it fluorescent. I'm going to add just a little bit of highlight on the high points of my cheeks, and then we'll move on to the lips. So for that, I'm going to use this new highlighter by Lorac. It just came out, it's called Twilight. And I'm gonna use this fan brush by Dose of Colors and apply it just on the high points of my cheeks. So because there's so much going on with the eyes, I'm gonna use two natural lip colors by Jouer, and the first one is called Noisette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that all over the lips. And then I'm gonna use this Urban Decay Naked pencil to kind of clean out the edges. So then I'm gonna top it off with this really pretty gold color. So this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Show me some love by giving this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have an awesome day, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.